I the a-hole for insisting my wife tell me who's making her food at work if she wants to stay together. So Throwaway Some Food 123 says, this is a first. Since in 10 years together, there hasn't been any single jealousy-induced fight, since neither of us are the jealous type. I was cheated on pretty badly by another person. She knows this and knows I'm insecure about it, so we both are pretty open about our friends and families to avoid misunderstandings between us. Till she started to get all secretive with this specific matter. But you know what's not a secret?
What's that?
Everyone here in this live.
Whoa, how many people we got here?
We got at least 150, maybe. Somewhere around that number.
Yeah.
Thank you everyone for hopping on to this little special live before the other live later.
We did a little secret.
Yeah. Oh, that would have been such a better segue if I was like, you know what's also a secret? This stream.
Whoa.
Let's pretend I said that. That one's better.
That's way better. Yeah.
But thank you to the 71 people who liked the stream.
Wow,
already.
you are real ones because that's out of 130.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, guys, if you're here in YouTube, just go ahead and like it. Keep that up.
Just like it. Get in there. Get in there. And I'm going to get into this story.
What's up, Facebook?
Woo. She stopped eating the food I cook for her because someone pays for her food now. The catch, there aren't any coworkers in her office. What? She does consultation at her own little one-person place, and everything else is managed off-site by the company she's working for.
So, we had another situation like this happen yesterday in the stream where someone was getting free food. And you've been finding a lot of like people getting free food stories. Fun fact.
It's It's
it's
a
happening
common
on Reddit.
issue, I guess.
It's trending on Reddit right now.
Yeah, everyone's getting free food.
It's the hottest
I want
new
free food.
Relationship problem.
And the hottest new relationship problem.
But what we have come to a conclusion of is we can get that food for free as long as that person that's giving it to us stays behind the counter.
Oh.
As long as they stay behind the counter. Sam made that rule.
Oh, wait. So like if you go to a restaurant or like a place that has a counter.
This only works for like smoothies and baristas.
Okay.
Places where there is a counter.
Smoothies and baristas?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you go to a coffee place.
Like a burger joint.
And like the person selling you the coffee is like, take it for free. That's okay?
That's okay. They can flirt and whatever, but they have to stay behind the counter.
Behind the counter.
Their whole life and their whole personal stuff and their work person has to stay behind the counter. The second they move from behind the counter, issues.
So true. Now, why am I making a big deal out of it? It wasn't a big deal till it was. Ain't that just the rub? I was super happy for her because maybe some client was so satisfied with the service that they sent her food in gratitude. It was a bi-monthly occurrence at best, and she used to tell me, hey, this client sent me some Starbucks. Nice. Or, wow, other client's mother made me a sandwich and some Jell-O. But then it became bi-weekly. And then she stopped knowing who sent her the now expensive food. And nowadays, it's daily. She always returns my food to me when she gets home, gone all bad because she didn't eat any. I don't make a big deal, but I stop making jokes about it like, hey, tell them to send some for me too, or things like that because it started to annoy me that she doesn't eat my food and lets it go bad. I'm a pretty good cook and I hate wasting food. And it got weird when she started to show off the food. Oh, that the food someone sent to her is better, costly and restaurant made.
Interesting.
That's so rude. Why?
That is rude.
Why are you? I just think that the fact that she's sending the, like, I don't know. I think if she knows that she's going to get this food every day, she should be like, you don't need to make me food.
Hollow waste no time affair.
Let's cut to the chase. Affair.
Easy.
Yeah.
What is she doing in order to get this food?
Yeah. What is she up to? It started as an annoyance about wasting food. I would be annoyed by that too. I'd be like, why are you sending all my food back? Just tell me to stop making it for you. But what triggered my insecurity about this is that one day after she sent me the usual picture, I told her, surprise, I went ahead and sent you that from Y place. And she replied all annoyed, ha ha, funny. I know it wasn't you. Wait.
Winky face.
Yeah, winky face. Sorry, winky face. I missed that. Wait. Okay. She sent a picture of the food. Oh, she's sending her OP the pictures of the food that she's getting?
That's what it looks like.
That's very
Probably
weird.
Probably on Snapchat or something.
Yeah. Told her, who is it then? Her answer, I don't know. That's so suspicious. Why are you? I don't know. I know it wasn't you.
Sus
I don't know who it
levels
is,
off
though.
the bars.
So she doesn't believe it was me, but doesn't know who it was. The second catch, they always send her things pretty specific to her likings. I may be paranoid, but most items she gets are things that she has to tell someone she likes, since it's not generic expensive food, but menu items cater to her palate or drinks prepared exactly how she likes them. She could be ordering herself, but she denies it like it would kill her to tell me. She knows I don't mind, I just don't want wasting food. If she's ordering food for herself, why doesn't she tell me? I told her it wouldn't be a problem since that way I can save food at home and won't wake up as early. But she still denies and still doesn't know who it is. It's the first time I got this type of treatment from her. Why be so secretive about some food? She knows it gets worse if you hide these types of deals instead of just being open about it. Like, it's some weird client obsessed with sending me food, or it's my mom, brother, friend, the company. Like, she could have lied like that and it would have been enough to stop me from asking her every time, nice, but who's sending you this? And instead decided to be all mysterious and mischievous about it. And then there's an update 3 hours after the posting. We just get into it?
Yeah, everyone put your conspiracy theories down.
Yeah.
I'm really at a loss. It's probably a secret lover, perhaps.
I'm confused why she's being so weird. Like, I feel like if she was having an affair, she'd hide it better.
Yeah, and she keeps...
Maybe she's just bad at it.
OP keeps asking, who is it?
Who is it?
Who is it?
Like, why not just lie? He's like, she could have lied to me and I would have been less suspicious. Radish says, is she trying to make him jealous? That's what it seems like. Because why is she sending him pictures every day of the food that she gets and saying, oh, it's so much better than what you get me? I don't get it. Paula again says, affair.
Affair.
But let's get into this.
She knows who is sending it, but she's trying to make him jealous. So everyone's saying jealousy.
I think it, yeah. How would she not know who's sending it?
Yeah.
3 hours after posting. Our update post allowed here? Yes. Okay, wait, where is it? She's about to come home in an hour or so I'll try to talk to her seriously one last time before taking matters into my own hands. I don't like snooping, but most of you recommended that I will have to if I want some real answers, even if it means hiring a personal investigator or following people around.
Dude, I don't think you could do a PA to find who your girlfriend's getting food
Not a
from.
PA.
Or PI, sorry, a PI.
Yeah, you just hire a PA. They're cheaper.
They could probably find it out quicker than a PI.
Saying. A PA would be significantly cheaper than a PI. They'd probably do it for free. You just tell them you get like credit.
Yeah, you get what is it? Exposure.
Yeah.
Whatever.
You're like, oh no, I'll hook you up with some we'll do some networking.
Easy.
A personal investigator, you have to hire, you have to pay.
Dude, just call her job and be like, hey, figure out that.
Yeah. And then there's another update 7 hours after posting. So this isn't worth its own post. It went begrudgingly. Faster than I anticipated. I'm with a friend right now. Asked him for some space so I could write a little or a ton. And tomorrow I'll be at my parents'. Believe it or not, I'm not angry or destroyed or all that shiz.
Oh, wow.
I like the way they write. I'm just sad and tired and want to puke. And want to write something to vent. Excuse my spelling errors.
Oh, man.
You're also not going to believe this. To the person who told me this is almost like a sitcom, what the F? This is a effing sitcom. You were right. You'll see soon. I told and asked her some of the things some of you told me I could say to her before starting my own investigation. I'm a calm person usually, so it doesn't matter the topic. I talk about it. It will never come off as rude. This is important because I don't want you to think that I screamed at her or something like that. I don't want you to picture me as a saint, but I'm as non-violent as a person can be. Her reaction was as bizarre as this whole crap. Long story short, or short story long, I asked her, I love that. I asked her why she's accepting food from strangers, and she started verbally abusing me. And don't worry if you don't believe me, it started out of nowhere. It's like she exploded out of effing nowhere, as I wrote in another comment. Yeah, we fight like any couple, but she never abused me or insulted me or my family. Again, this was a first. I guess I was not pressing enough or making the correct questions because I never got this reaction from her before. One of the things she screamed at me was something like, "Why the F are you pestering me? I bet you never knew an effing surprise in your whole childhood." No, scratch that. I know you never had an effing surprise in your whole childhood. So now whenever I get a gift, you get all jealous. Is that right? That's a lot. That's a lot. You got a lot of energy going on, OP's wife, and I don't like it. Quite frankly. This is crazy. She's just ribbing into him. Just digging into him.
Yeah.
She's like, I know you never had a surprise. What does that have to do with anything?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
I need an analogy for this. Someone find one. It's like poking a bruise and it actually hurting or something like that. I don't know.
I think that the thing is that if it was a...
Paula's so proud of herself right now. Boom,
affair. Paula's consistent. Affair. No, Love Bubble says, no, she brought family trauma into this. She's like, your parents never loved you. I bet you never had a surprise birthday party. If it was just a surprise or like a secret, admirer or whatever, why wouldn't she be like, someone keeps sending me, like, I feel like that could be the bit, like, someone keeps sending me food and I don't know who it is, and like leaning into that, but she's not.
Okay, someone's behind. Can you give us a slight TLDR real quick?
I give you a slight little TLDR. OP's wife has been receiving secretive free food from someone that she's like consultant. So someone that she's been consulting for is sending her food. But she won't tell OP who it is. And so OP's kind of doing some snooping.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He just asked, "Oh, who gave you that food?" And she went off on him.
Yeah, he was like, "Hey, I just want to know, like, can you tell me who gave you the food?" And she's like, "You never had a surprise in your life. Your family hates you." And that's where we're at.
Yep.
I've got to scroll down again.
I made a new paragraph.
Thank you. Then she started a tirade on how my parents were crap at raising me and everything. Oh my God. I told her that was unprovoked and that I just wanted her to be careful when eating outside, even more so if she didn't know where the food comes from. I'll repeat myself as many times as necessary. We never fought like this. In 10 years, she's never screamed at me or insulted me like this.
10 years.
10 years and she's screaming at him over food?
I wish Sam was here because I would ask him, according to the golden rules, when receiving food, how many times can you receive food before, like how many hall passes can you get from receiving food? Yeah.
How many cafeteria passes do you get?
Dude, that's good. That's good.
Thank you. You don't even see him. Just me.
Then how many? Before it's an actual affair.
How many times can you specifically receive food from someone?
Food/gifts from someone before it becomes like.
And it's not your birthday.
Not your birthday.
Ooh. Okay, well, food is different from gifts, I think.
Okay.
Food, I think.
Before you're like, hey, knock it off. I still think behind the counter counts for that.
Yeah.
But gifts?
Gifts is different. If it's not your birthday, why are you getting me a gift? Unless you're my friend. And you like went on a trip and you got me something. I don't know. I think it's different for friends, but it's an interesting question. JC says conspiracy. She doesn't like OP and wants to rub this probable affair in his face in hopes he leaves her. Yeah, she's like, I don't want to go through all the trouble of divorcing myself, but if he does it. I told her to please not insult me or my parents because I'm just trying to talk. She screamed, "Then what the hell do you want from me?" And guys, I told her the stupidest thing ever. To please eat my food or tell me whenever you're going to eat outside so I won't cook. Her answers, then don't effing cook for F's sake.
Whoa.
Damn. She doesn't appreciate this man.
She is so bad at hiding this. Like, what the heck?
Yeah. I asked her to please stop screaming at me. Oh, I feel so bad. And told her that it wasn't like that. I was concerned that she was receiving food without knowing the source, and I didn't like wasting food. At this point, I was still acting as if everything was about her not eating my food. That whole exchange lasted less than 15 minutes, but it was enough to trigger her like I've never seen before in 10 years. And I'll omit like 2 hours and a half of details because I don't want to write an effing Bible. I'll just go for the more important bits. And then there's another 7-hour delay before the next post, which is the last update.
Ooh, let's get into it.
Okay. She was seeing an ex from a bunch of friggin' years ago.
Oh, dang. That's what it was.
Also, I'm not censoring this. This is just how OP writes. She was seeing an ex from a bunch of friggin' years ago. This chick started to send her not only food, but gifts because suddenly she wanted to reignite stuff or whatever. But no, it wasn't sudden at all. They started just talking like 8 years ago, and the gift started a couple years ago too. Wife got bi-curious because she, and I quote, wanted to taste the touch of a woman again. So they slept together multiple times since years ago. Please, 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 please.
Oh.
Please.
Please, 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 please.
Please, 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 please.
Get out of this.
Please, please. I beg you, don't misunderstand me. This isn't a post about that. I'm not hating anyone for their preferences. He's like, guys. I'm not homophobic. It's Pride Month. I'm not homophobic. My wife's cheating on me.
Oh, poor guy. Damn.
He's like, guys, don't misunderstand me. Oh my God. But you don't do that when you're married. Guys, I might be wrong, but I don't think you cheat when you're married, right?
Oh, man.
Or better yet, you talk to your partner and like, hey, I'm curious about this or that. Can we do something about it if it's good with you? He's so understanding.
Aww.
Something like that. Communication. I told her so. But I pressed for her to come fully clean. Remember, this is after 2+ hours discussing these issues. And you're also not going to believe this. We're not going to believe it, guys. Whew. After some more talking, she told me, you want clean? I'll give you clean. Sleeping with her ex triggered a craving for different people. She slept with a male coworker of hers in a past job like 5 years ago. Slept with another male ex of hers. Slept with a chick from a club. Slept with a chick from that same job. And slept with her latest ex. All while we were already married.
Serial cheater.
Paula? You were right.
Holy cow.
What?
You wanted the taste of everyone.
She was like, I need to see the whole world.
All the flavors.
Damn.
Wow.
Damn. Oh my God.
R.I.P. dude.
Oh my
and he was
God.
he was literally just trying to cook her a meal.
He was literally just cooking for her, and he was like, "Hey, maybe be careful about eating random food." And she was like, "I hate you. I'm cheating on you."
What? He brought his family into it.
He also literally here he's saying, I would have been fine if she wanted to sleep with other people. We just had to talk about it. So sad. Oh my God. Wait, there's a little bit more.
But ladies, if you're looking for a man that will cook for you, there's a man on the market as we speak.
On the market. I asked why. Her answer, she wanted to feel wanted by everyone. Was I not enough? Hard no. Maybe if I could change the shape of my wiener on command. But that wouldn't even be enough because she wanted to try different bodies and crap like that. Why marry me? I'm a good person. And she wanted someone as stable as me. Why do that to a good person then? It's only spicy sleep, but it's important for me. And then OP's wife says, grow up. I have needs. I know it's a big deal for you. That's why I never tell you. Sucks. tell me as in present time. Yes, she was still in contact with most of her F buddies, but more so her exes. Why not try everything she wanted, then date me, then marry me? She told me the stupidest things. She was calling dibs on me. Guys, I don't have any other lovers or so. She was competing against no one. I could have waited for her 1, 5, or 10 years. Dude, move on.
Yeah,
move on. She sucks.
Oof.
I told her, I'm gone then. Her answer, have fun. What did I do to you to be treated like this? That's OP. The wife. Nothing, but I'm seriously tired of pretending, having to hide, lie, and you pestering me about this crap was the last straw.
Her guilt finally caught up to her. He, out of all the things he asked you about, he's just like, hey, where are you getting this food from?
Yeah, he's like, this is a little bit dangerous. She's like, no, my house of cards is crumbling. Oh boy. She told me that if I never started to get weird about food, I wouldn't have ever known and we could still be happy. Told her, it isn't my fault. She responded, I know, but you ruined your status quo. As in, I'm happy like this. You ruined it for you by pestering me. Last question, then why act all mysterious with the food? If she had just told me, oh, it's from the company or a friend, everything would have stayed the same. Answer, effing grow up, please. What the F happened to my wife? I was never treated like this. I now know that my trust for her was so big I was blind to a bunch of signs. What signs? I still don't effing know, but she said all of that as if it were all under my nose. Why did she explode after 10 years? And why just after I started bettering myself for her? Why not before or later for that matter? I will not post again nor answer anything, but thank you for your concern and support. And that is the end of the story.
Wow.
That a wild story.
This is crazy.
It's a wild story. Oh my God. I don't understand. She's like, grow up. What? What? I would just be in shock. I'd be like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I think he's like hung up on a lot of these little questions where it's just like, don't you see this is an affair?
Yeah, he's like, I don't really care about the affair, but why did you lie badly about it? Why didn't you lie better? I would have been chill. He needs better.
Yeah.
He needs to have higher standards because his standards are in L.
Yeah. That's all because low-key it sounds like she manipulated him into this well, maybe not manipulated, but like she called dibs on him. And then was like, I want all these other experiences going on. Very selfish.
So, I mean, yeah. Incredibly selfish.
So, and that it seems like he would die for her, and
yeah.
This is what he gets.
And this is what he gets. Just a cheater.
Wow.
Oh boy.
Man.
I hope he finds something better. I hope he finds a relationship that is better.
Yeah.
Just anything better, please. But that is the end of that story.
Get to the next one.
Let's move on. I can't do that story anymore. It's so depressing. Am I the a-hole for being upset that my partner changed my passwords while I was asleep? Presumably you are not the a-hole. So FutureFix9748 says, so I, male 23, went to bed kind of early last night. I was woken up to my partner, female 23, yelling at me because she looked and saw that I had looked at NSFW content on Reddit. We've been dating for 1.5 years, and we went through it, and I said that it was just corn, and that we've both been okay with the other person watching corn during the relationship. She said she understood, but kept looking on my devices like I had so much more to hide. And I'm kind of upset that my privacy was breached like that in the first place. I haven't had Instagram or TikTok on my phone for probably 3 months now because I find it a distraction, and my partner said she felt uncomfortable with it on my phone and didn't think it was a big deal. And I didn't think it was a big deal, so I just deleted them. The first thing is fine, like he just didn't want to have it, but that's weird. For your partner to be like, I don't want you to have TikTok or Instagram.
Yeah. I mean, a little bit. Each couple has like their own needs and wants.
But those are like social, like those are, I don't know, those are like people use those to communicate with like friends and family, and TikTok's like an entertainment
he might be big on
platform.
Facebook, and that's where he does his bidding.
I don't know. This feels a little bit controlling. The fact that it's fine that he doesn't want to have it, but just the fact that she's like, I'm not comfortable with you having apps that are primarily for communicating with like your friends and family, and then for entertainment. Suspicious. I have 2 accounts on each platform because I make art, so I had a personal and an art account on each app. That's even worse. Opie's using this as like to showcase his art, and she doesn't want him to have that? Oof. That's messed up. Then I got on my iPad and learned she had gone on and re-downloaded those apps and had changed my passwords on those accounts. Yikes. And for my Reddit account, this is a burner. She had also locked around all my emails for anything looked all around all my emails for anything suspicious, and made me list how I knew every girl that I followed on my personal Instagram. This is crazy.
Listing the women that
I don't think I even know everyone I follow. People, like, if someone was like, list how you know all of these people, I'd be like,
wow, I
don't know, I met them briefly. Crazy. That's wild. And also, if he's posting art, presumably he has people that he doesn't know following his Instagram. So, yikes.
Give me a detailed list of everyone.
Yeah, just like, give me a rundown. Wild. I want to know everything about them. 10 facts about them. She acts like I'm being super suspicious because I have multiple accounts, and is saying that since I have those accounts, I obviously have other secret accounts where I talk to other women, which I don't, but she doesn't believe me. If she doesn't believe you, your relationship's over. If she thinks that you are cheating on her or talking to other women and you're not, your relationship's over.
Yeah.
If you can't convince her, done. Finally, the straw that broke the camel's back was her finding an email from September of last year that was me paying for 1 month of an OnlyFans subscription for $3. Cheap. I obviously am ashamed of this, and I'm embarrassed because it's so stupid to pay for anything I can get for free, but I made a bad decision 9 months ago and never did anything like that again because I recognized it as crossing a line, and I apologized for this. I said I would do anything to make it up to her, and she pretty much said that she needs space and made me sleep on the couch last night and now won't talk to me at all this morning.
Looks like she's just trying to find something to be mad about, low-key.
Yeah, the fact that she's having to dig this deep, like go 9 months back, which, I mean, honestly, that I would understand if she's like, I don't want you to have an OnlyFans account, because I think that is, like, you have to be pretty upfront about that in a relationship. But everything before, like, she wasn't even set off by that. She was set off by him having an Instagram and a TikTok, which is,
yeah.
I'm really pissed because my privacy was violated and that I'm getting in trouble for something that not only happened a while ago, but something that only happened once. Not to mention that I paid for access to the person's page, not realizing it was a PPV. And so I didn't even pay for naked photos or anything because I thought it's a waste to pay more. Oh, pay-per-view. Because I thought it's a waste to pay more than I already did. So I got off anyway. He paid $3 and he's like, wait a minute. I gotta pay more for this? No.
Nope.
I know I did something wrong, but am I crazy for feeling like this? I obviously didn't want to hurt her. And yeah, it's something I'm ashamed of, so I didn't tell her, but I think her digging through old emails is a huge invasion of my privacy. So I don't get why I'm the bad guy in this situation.
Yo, Kate just made a crazy
suggestion. Yeah.
Check her phone. OP.
Yeah. Yeah. No, Cherry Love says, you know the same when the cheaters cheat and always brings out a person for cheating. So I think that is saying she might be cheating and she's like super, she's deflecting, projecting. That was the word I was looking for. Edit, for anyone wondering where her paranoia comes from, it's because she looked at my Reddit one night and saw that I had hidden 2 posts from an anime subreddit that were pretty much just NSFW posts that I didn't really want on my timeline. I hid these posts to actually try to be respectful to the relationship, but she thinks that I'm actually trying to hide this stuff from her. Yeah, break up. Why is she... Gil the Pill says digging through emails is wild. He's not running for office. Why are you digging through all of his emails?
That is wild.
That's crazy.
If you ever do run for president, the rivals need to hire her.
Yeah, hire her to check. Oh, my necklace. It's not there. Yeah, hire her to do
wild, dude. Wild. Honestly, check her phone.
Check her phone. Break up with her.
Yeah, you might as well break up. But if you want to be petty, check her phone.
First check her phone and then break up with her, because I always say if you're gonna snoop, you gotta be ready for a breakup.
Mm-hmm. Like throwing a rock at a glass house, low key. Yeah. Checking the phone.
Yeah. That house was already super fragile.
Yeah. Honestly, I wouldn't mind if my girlfriend checked my phone. I don't think she would, but if
why
was
would she like with the pretense of her just
in general,
just using your phone?
Yeah, she's
specifically looking for something, because using someone's phone is completely different than actively looking for signs of cheating. Like, I think there's a difference between using and snooping. I would be fine with someone using my phone.
Okay.
I don't know how they would snoop on my phone. I don't really have anything on my phone.
Yeah, okay, the snooping part then.
Yeah. Because that is a sign of, or it's a lack of trust.
Yeah.
Which I think is like an issue in and of itself.
I would never snoop.
I don't think I would ever snoop on someone's phone. I think that's, yeah.
I don't think she would snoop. I would give her the option. She probably still would be like, nah.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Shut out. But that was the end of that story.
Wow. Break up.
Yeah. Just the theme of these stories. Oh, I didn't say the question.
What is it? What's the question?
What is the question? Hold on. The theme of these questions these stories are, how do you maintain boundaries in a relationship? And I think we've seen in these past 2 stories, some people do it poorly. Yeah. And if people are pushing your boundaries, break up with them. But let's get into this next story. Am I the a-hole for screaming at my girlfriend after she picked the bathroom lock while I was in the shower?
That's kind of hot.
What? No.
Yeah, dude, she's trying to get in there. She can't
picked
wait.
the lock? That's so weird.
Dude, okay, time out.
If the door is locked, you don't want people coming in.
If my girlfriend, now if I came in and picked
your girlfriend picked the lock.
She knows how to pick locks? Dude, that's great. That's awesome.
Okay, in this world, you don't live with us. You live with your girlfriend, and you lock the door.
Okay, cool. I locked the door. Yo, hello. What's up, dude?
Nice to meet you.
What's up, Clinton Riley?
Hello.
We aren't live. We're not live.
Oh, we are live. We're actively live.
We're not live. What's up? Yeah. This is our intern.
Oh, cool.
We got an intern.
Our intern.
Yep.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to you. Yep. Cool. Bye.
Bye. That was our intern. That was the first time I've ever met Clinton. So.
Yeah, that's Clinton right there.
Yeah.
Yep. I asked Sam if he could wash my car, but I asked John if he could wash my car, but John's like, no.
If Clinton can wash your car?
Yeah, dude. But he was like, nah.
I think that's a violation of some
He said
sort of.
if he has to wash your car, you have to wash all 3 of our cars. That's what John said. I don't know, just like intern things.
Wait. If he has, I was trying to work that math.
So
if he has to wash your car, you have to wash everyone else's car.
Exactly, that's what John said.
I like that. I like that deal. Can you wash my car?
No.
I would love if you washed
my
car.
we'll teach this. The intern will be good. See, I can like actually.
Like says, is brown fluffy hair a requirement to be added to the team?
Yes,
you either have
it was
to have
my
brown
requirement.
fluffy hair or you have to have longer blondish hair.
Clinton. Oh, Quentin. We should call him Quentin now.
Why?
Quentin
Tarantino?
No. Anyway, we got an intern.
Let's get into the story.
But if I'm in a different world and she can pick a lock and come into the shower, that's hot.
What are you talking? I disagree. I think if I lock a door, I don't want people coming in.
Well, yeah, like if it's a guy picking a lock to see his girlfriend, that's weird.
Oh.
What? To me.
I think it's weird in any. I think a locked door is a like literal official sign of like I don't want people coming in. If you knock and say, hey, coming in, then it's like it's a consent thing to me. Yeah. But also if you've established with your girlfriend, you're like, hey, if I ever lock a door, you can come in. That's a different scenario because that you've established boundaries in your relationship.
I'm going to be like, hey, girlfriend, if I ever say you can't come in the shower with me, I know that it's a Modern Family joke. I'm not going to say it.
Okay. Well, let's get into the story. So Fogged Mirror 1192 says, throwaway because I have to admit something really embarrassing. I, 24 male, just had a bad fight with my girlfriend Anna, 24 female. We met early in college, started dating 2 years ago, and then moved in together 3 months ago. I always thought we were great together. She's smart and funny, we've had the best talks, and have similar views in science and politics. But we moved in together and she got upset because I take long showers. I don't like to talk about it, but I'm a hairy guy. Think Luther from Umbrella Academy?
Oh, wow.
But he's hairy because of like he has like ape venom or ape blood in him.
Let's look up some hairy men.
That's a lot of hair. Luther is like, okay. Oh, I didn't need.
Yo,
Robin Williams.
Dude, this guy's sexy.
Robin Williams. I love Robin Williams.
Look at that.
R.I.P.
Is that me? Oh yeah, that is.
Can we see it? Oh, Robin Williams. He's my love of my life. I miss him. Let's continue.
Probably like.
Well, look up Luther. Why are we? Wait, could stream see this?
Yeah, Luther.
Oh, he's hiding it. Oh, there we go. Okay. I quit sports when I was 13. Also, not to shame him. Like, love it. You know? Or for you.
What? I don't have hair.
What? I was talking about you. I quit sports when I was 13 because I couldn't deal with what the other guys would say about how much body hair I already had by then.
13?
That's not cool. That's so sad. So I shaved my whole body, and yes, it takes a while. Wow. Anna and I have never talked about my shaving, but she has to know I shave from feeling the stubble. So Anna starts questioning why I spend so long in the shower. I should have just told her, but I was too embarrassed to say it takes a while to shave, so I said, I just like thinking in the shower. Then yesterday, while I was in the shower, she used a screwdriver to pop the bathroom lock and caught me shaving. That's so messed up. I hate this. She put her hands on her hips and told me I was wasting water, and I yelled at her to get out. Why is she lecturing him? What? She didn't leave and lectured me more on wasting water. Then I shouted again a lot louder for her to get the F out. It freaked her out and she slammed the door behind her. I was mad and took a few minutes to cool down and think about what I was going to say to her. But when I got out, she had locked herself in the bedroom. I could tell she had her back against the door and was crying. She said I scared her and that that I showed her that I wasn't the kind of man she thought I was. Okay, before we go on, I understand that like people yelling is scary. I do not condone like yelling in that way. It's not it. However, breaking into the bathroom while someone's showering and then telling them to like get out while they're actively showering is incredibly intrusive, as one comment said. Giant red flag. Yikes. I told her that she had scared me and that it didn't even make sense why she did it because we don't even pay for the water in our apartment. She got more upset and said I didn't even understand the problem because I showed her that I could be violent and abusive and I just needed to leave. I tried to keep calm and asked her to come out so we could actually talk about what happened, but she just kept saying I wasn't who she thought I was and I had to leave. Isn't this his apartment? We've argued about ideas but never had a fight before, and I swear I've never yelled or cursed at her before that. I hate fighting with anyone, and I'm normally the more calm person when our friends have things going on. I feel like my whole world just suddenly fell out from under me. I don't think this was my fault, but I also think none of this would have happened if I wasn't so self-conscious about the body hair issue. Or maybe if I had just been honest from the beginning and told her why I take long showers. I'm sure this relationship is over now and things are going to be messed up for a while, but I just want to know, am I the a-hole for causing this whole mess?
No.
You did not cause it. You took long showers, which, you know, if she had a problem with that, you talk about it not during the shower. You don't break in to, you know, like attack someone for taking long showers. You say, hey, you know, environmentalism, we gotta take shorter showers. Not during it. Katrina Kokonak says she saw what he was doing and she didn't listen when he told her to get out the first time and kept lecturing him, so he yelled louder. That doesn't make him abusive. Definitely not the a-hole. That's the thing. That's the thing. He said, hey, get out. Like, not right now. And then she kept lecturing him while he was in a very, like, what's the word? Vulnerable. Yes, that's exactly the word. He was in a vulnerable state. He's naked in the shower and someone's yelling at him. That is all her. That is all. And then she's trying to basically gaslight him into thinking it's all his fault. Yeah, Corey Faye, I completely agree. She's fully gaslighting him and being like, I can't believe you would do that to me. I was just trying to like talk to you when that's not at all the case.
Yikes.
Also, Jan Sild, if you can't comment, have you checked whether or not you're subscribed? Though it does seem like you can't comment, so I don't know if that's... I feel like that's... you're proving that you can. He was naked and afraid. Naja says, he was naked and vulnerable, and she broken. And Coffee Cat says, if someone invaded my space like this and started lecturing, I would react the same way. Absolutely. I would totally... If someone barged in on me while I was taking a shower, I would yell at them.
Yep.
What else are you supposed to do?
Sometimes you yell at them after you come out of the shower and they're in like the corner of your eye and you're like, oh! That's what you do sometimes.
What?
When I scare you.
That was
what that was.
That's true. Yeah. This morning I was walking out of my room and actually, no, I think I was in the kitchen and I was making something, but I had my back turned and Riley wasn't there. And then when I turned, he was right behind me. I was like, oh my God.
I was like, there was a counter in between us.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't see you come in because I had my headphones in. So you just kind of appeared. But that is the end of the story.
Wow.
What was the question? I don't remember. Something about boundaries. All of these people need to figure out boundaries. They need to have conversations about boundaries with their partners. Actually, they need to break up and then have conversations about their boundaries with their new partners.
Facts.
I think all of these, no one should stay together in any of these stories.
Yeah, everyone break up.
All of these people should break up immediately.
Yikes.
Big ol' yikes.
But do you like revenge, Sophia?
Oh my God, I love revenge.
Well, I got some revenge stories that I found for you.
That's true. I have not read these stories or skimmed them. Riley found these stories for me.
These are pretty good.
These are completely new to me.
560.
Yeah. All right. 560 S1. Let's freaking go. So this question, the question for this set of stories is justified revenge necessary? So even if you're justified in doing what you do, should you?
What was that question? I did that. Is that a good one?
Oh, yeah. I like it. Is justified revenge necessary?
I haven't found stories in a while.
You're doing great.
Go.
Am I the a-hole for pranking my boss, which led to him being reprimanded? Yeah. What did he do? Like, did you I don't know. I'm trying to think of what you could prank him to make him look bad. Maybe they, I don't know, they wrapped his car in duct tape and he was late to work.
Ooh, there we go.
Yeah. So, called in the 90s says, this opinion is crap, my boss told me. Ooh, wait, this is kind of like storied. Okay, I'm going to give you the boss. This opinion is crap, my boss told me. He'd been a lawyer for 3 years, and the firm assigned me to him for training to show me, junior counsel, how to be a litigator. I disliked my boss for a number of reasons. He knew no law, and he expressed himself badly in writing. For a litigator, that's like strike 1 and 2 right there. And strike 3 was this. He had no balls. He was actually scared of going to court. I noticed this when he took me to assignment court one day, and when it was his turn to speak, his hands were shaking. He was scared. An effing assignment court, where all you do is set a trial date. What's wrong with what I wrote? I said. Not what I asked for, he said, turning away. But when I checked the memo he'd emailed me 2 weeks earlier, I saw that the opinion I wrote was exactly what he asked for. I knew what was up. He was going to delete my dockets for writing the memo and then claim he did it for himself, thus leaving quite a bit short of my docketing quota for the month. I knew that he would do this to me because he'd done this before. I knew that my memo would wind up on my partner's desk without my name on it. I knew that for a fact because the firm I worked at was one of the first in the city to have a really good internal network. We were using email for internal communications before the internet became a thing, so the firm was way ahead in terms of technology, but not in terms of security. And not long after I joined the firm, I learned how to surf away on the firm's hard drive and find interesting things, like evidence that my boss was plagiarizing my work.
Ooh.
Okay,
Huh.
just to because this is so story written, stylistically, gonna TLDR for me. So I think what's going on here is we have OP's boss is trying to take OP's work as their own, but phrasing it as, oh, you messed up. So I think that's where we're at right now. But then OP found out that the boss is plagiarizing work.
Gotcha.
That's where we're at. My boss was the very model of the young downtown lawyer. His perfect shoes always gleamed. He wore bespoke suits because he came from money. Everyone just took it for granted that he was on the partner track. I, on the other hand, was, on my way to nowhere special. So maybe he thought it was okay to F with me. If so, that was a big mistake on his part. I didn't like having my billable hours F'd with. I seriously resented it, because I was already being targeted as one of the juniors who doesn't docket as much as he should, and I was getting pushback from the partner who headed our team. I told the partner what was going on, but he didn't care. It was like being back in middle school and showing up in the office with bruises on my face and the principal saying, "Boys will be boys," and sending me on my way. "You'll just have to work harder or smarter," the partner said when I reported the latest BS thing my boss did to me. I couldn't work harder. I was doing the usual 6 days a week lawyers downtown are forced to do, but I could work smarter. And that night, I thought up a plan. Christmas was coming, and I thought I'd give my boss a little present. It landed on his desk on December 24th in the form of a memo purporting to be from the partner that my boss reported to. The partner was an old guy and not really on board with emails and computers, so he did everything old school on paper. So when my boss came in on December 24th and saw a memo on his desk from the partner with the legal research assignment, that wasn't unusual. The memo was drafted in the usual form that the partner used because, of course, I had taken great pains to make sure that it looked authentic. My boss walked over to the little cubicles where the juniors worked and gave me the same memo, except his secretary had retyped it. So now the assignment was from him to me. So this is the memo that OP had originally written, and now the boss is taking it as his own.
Oh, gotcha.
The assignment was difficult, requiring me to do a deep dive into admiralty law, its relationship to the common law, combined with a constitutional division of powers question. But this is a huge assignment, I whined, and I'm going to be away. Can't you get someone else to do it? Is it really urgent? The memo I'd forged to my boss stressed how totally urgent the situation was, but there was no way my boss could double check with the partner because the partner left the day before on vacation.
Ooh.
Sorry, I somewhat misunderstood that. It's OP forged a note from their boss's boss.
Gotcha.
Saying we need this assignment done. And so now the boss is like, you have to get this assignment done. That's where we're at. Okay.
So timing here is
key. That's why I waited until December 24th. No can do, my boss said. This is a big deal. Just let HR know. Maybe they'll give you time and a half or something. He turned his back and walked away, thinking he had ruined my holidays. But he was mistaken. You see, I'd written a paper for a third-year course that was basically the same thing as the research assignment in the memo. So the only work I had to do was to find the old floppy disk with the draft on it, fiddle with it a bit, and voila, a very detailed and very long memo on an obscure point of admiralty law with references starting back to Lord Coke's day. So I put the memo together and took my holidays as planned. I wasn't traveling anywhere because I had no money, but I saw my family and stayed in town, and I made a point of dropping by the office during the holiday, sending an email or two establishing that I was around, and docketing all my time for the huge amount of research I was allegedly doing. Seems somewhat illegal, maybe. So the holidays end, and I'm sitting in my crappy little cubicle with a huge stack of work to do, and my boss comes up to me in one of his bespoke suits with a gold tie pin and cufflinks to match. He was wearing a gold watch, too. He was dressed up, even for him, trying to make an impression of some kind. Where's the memo? You were supposed to have it on my desk when I got back. I'm going into a meeting at noon. Just finished it this morning, I said, handing him the lengthy memo that was still warm from the printer. My boss took the memo in his hands and felt its heft, and he smiled. Then he turned away and walked out without a word. Just before lunch, I heard a commotion down the hall. It was a pretty loud commotion, as such things go, a loud F, and then a door was flung open. It was the partner, and he was screaming for my boss to get his butt into his office now, right now, as in immediately. I had the pleasure of watching my boss scramble down the hall. Just what the effing F is this, the partner said, standing in the doorway to his office and holding my handiwork at arm's length with his thumb and index finger as if he were afraid that handling it would soil him. My boss mumbled something, and then the partner ushered him inside. I heard more shouting, then the sound of muffled excuses, and then more shouting from the partner. Then the door flung open again. Called in the 90s. Get your butt in here too, the partner said, and I got my butt in there pronto. Did you write this effing memo? The partner said. I took it from him and looked it over. I wrote it. The cover page has been changed to remove my name, but other than that, it's mine. I spent all Christmas on it. Is there something wrong with it? The partner exploded. Is there something wrong with it? Something wrong? I'll tell you what's wrong. It's effing useless. Totally useless. I explained that I'd follow my boss's instructions to the letter and that I docketed more than 100 hours on it. At this point, the partner really went nuts and told me to go back to my desk and fetch him the memo from my boss. I brought it to him, and when he read it, his face went red. He told me I could leave, and I hauled my butt out of there. From my little cubicle, I wasn't close enough to hear the full chewing out my boss got, but I heard the details through the grapevine over the next few days about how the partners were seriously pissed that my boss had wasted over 100 hours of Junior's time on a useless task that was obviously a prank. And how had my boss not realized that he was being pranked? Was he an idiot? I wasn't blamed at all, of course. I had been working under my boss's close supervision. My boss didn't get fired, but there were some good outcomes for me. For one thing, the partner told me to send him a copy of any memos I wrote for my boss, and that ended him taking credit for my work. My boss also stopped deleting my dockets for my research. Plus, I got a belated Christmas bonus for having to give up on my alleged vacation to write the stupid memo.
Wow, nice.
Nice. I really hated working in that place, but whenever times were tough, I think back to the case of the forged memo, and that always brought a smile to my face. And that is the end of that story.
Wow.
And what a story it was.
That's crazy.
They really wrote it. They really wrote a whole novel there.
Yeah, very well written.
Yeah. We don't get a lot of well-written stories on Reddit.
Don't.
Yeah. I don't know how many thoughts I have. I feel like in this case, justified revenge was justified because the boss was stealing his work. So.
Yeah, and deleting all of his work that he was doing
deleting
too.
the hours, I think. Yeah.
Ooh, why? To save money or something?
I don't know. To make himself look better?
That's weird.
But that's the end of that story.
Yeah.
Let's get into this next one.
Do the next
Still
one.
on the subject of justified revenge. Am I the a-hole for taking a large portion of my ex's 401k? So, Kindly Good 1457 says, someone suggested I post the story over here. Enjoy. When our first child was born, my ex forced me to quit my job. When our second child was 2, I found out about his affair. Oof. By then, he was extremely verbally, emotionally, and sometimes physically abusive. When he abused our firstborn, I put him out. Wow. That was in 2012.
Oh, I did not read the first sentence of this. Apologies. Oh my gosh.
Okay. I couldn't afford daycare to work and had no family support. He refused to give me any money to take care of the kids, saying the courts haven't ordered me to give you a dime. He lied to the bank and had my accounts frozen and even attacked me when I filed for default in the divorce. Whoa. The judge finally ordered him to pay child and spousal support 6 months after I kicked him out. It was $2,562 a month.
Oh my God.
He refused to pay it until the garnishment kicked in, and by then he was $6,000 behind in support. I used that to get permission to move away. Wow. I remarried a year after the divorce. I checked the court docs, and there was a little box that said spousal support stopped upon remarriage if that box was checked. It wasn't checked, so I figured I was good. Instead of filing for his retirement, I just took that year of spousal support, $12,000, wow, and left it alone.
What?
Spousal support was only ordered for 2 years.
Wait, so that's...
Wait.
She took $12,000?
I'm going to need to read that. Okay, so OP remarried a year after the divorce.
Yep.
Spousal support stopped upon remarriage if that box was checked.
Oh, and
okay,
he didn't
so
check it.
So yes, so he was supposed to check a box that basically said if she remarried, she wouldn't get any of this money, but it wasn't checked, so she was able to just take the money, which was $12,000. Wow. In 2017, he filed for sole custody of the kids out of nowhere. How would he get that? That was when he found out I had remarried and he had paid spousal support to me during the first year of my marriage. Sucks to suck. That's what you get, man. You suck. I told him I took that money instead of filing for my share of his retirement. I said if he let me keep that $12,000, I wouldn't file to split his 401k. He demanded that I repay the spousal support. The judge ordered me to repay it, but increased child support and deducted the repayment from that. It ended up that I got an extra $20 a month, and he repaid himself. He dropped his bid for custody in exchange for 2 extra weeks in summer.
Okay.
I mean, if this person is abusive, I would not want them around my kids at all.
Is there any evidence against that?
Yeah, I don't know. Oh. I pursued the retirement account split. He refused to cooperate and dragged it out for 4 years.
Oh.
It was so bad, they sanctioned him and he had to pay me $600 a month for a year in addition to child support. They also charged him with contempt. In January 2021, he proposed to his girlfriend. In May of 2021, I finally got the disbursement from his 401k. I won't say how much it was, but it was about 4 times the amount of spousal support overpayment.
Whoa. I'm sorry.
Wait, I need to reread that. What just happened? I finally got the
She got 4 times the amount of the spousal thing.
Whoa, 48,000?
Yeah, 48,000.
4 times 12.
Holy cow. Oh, she got 50K.
Damn.
That's not bad.
Damn, she deserves it. This guy sucks. I had no idea it would be that much. I had thought it would be around 12K, which is why I thought keeping that year of spousal and not filing for his retirement account was a fair trade. Oh, because originally OP was like, let's just do spousal so I don't have to split the 401k with you. And he was like, no. And then he effed himself over. Sucks to suck, my guy. I had thought he had not tried to take the kids from me. Had he not tried to take the kids from me, I never would have filed to split the account. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. His fiance emailed me recently and told me it was my fault he won't marry her because I cleaned out his retirement account. She said I shouldn't have stolen his money. I told her that I gave him the option to let me keep that year of spousal support or take it back and I could file for his retirement. He chose to have me file for his retirement. I told her that if he really wanted to marry her and protect his assets, they could get a prenup so he wouldn't have to worry about it. She said she shouldn't have to sign a prenup because I robbed him. Sounds like she wants to rob him too. I never asked him to be financially dependent on him. He clearly indicated he wanted a court order to take care of his kids, so I got him one. I tried to be fair and take the lesser amount by taking the spousal support and not filing for his retirement. He wouldn't let me. In summary, my ex refused to pay me until support orders dropped, refused to pay until they revoked his license, tried to get me in trouble for accepting spousal support over payment, and in the end, it cost him a lot of money out of his 401k. Sucks to freaking suck. You are the worst, and you deserve this.
Wow. Yeah.
OP deserves your money.
It was revenge, but it kind of seemed like it just so happened to be.
It just so happened. This wasn't even like pettiness.
Yeah.
This was OP being like, oh, I can get spousal support for my kids and I. And then him being like, no. And then she got more.
Yeah.
That sucks. Also, like I have no sympathy for a person who is abusive.
Yeah.
Zero sympathy. He sucks.
Good for her, dude. That
Very
worked out.
Yeah.
Worked out really well for her.
Yeah, great for her.
So this was revenge.
Yeah.
Justified?
Justified revenge.
Is it necessary?
It's necessary. 100% necessary. I would say, yeah. Yeah, so far we got justified revenge across the board.
Well, all right. Yeah. So you agreed that this was also necessary?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Absolutely. Yeah, Bethany says OP didn't really do anything. His own stupidity screwed him over. Amanda Panda says karma, not revenge. Very true. But let's get into this next story. Actually, before we do, Take a pause. We have, hold on. 572. We have 572 people here. And guess how many likes? 336. 336, and there's 572 people here. Discrepancy, and I think we can shrink that gap. That's all I'm saying.
That's all she's saying, guys.
That's all I'm saying. I won't say anything else. That's all I'm saying. But let's get into this next story, and maybe we'll see that gap shrink. Maybe we'll spin a wheel.
Maybe.
Who's to say? Shrink that gap like you're an orthodontist.
That's good.
Thank you.
I like that.
Thank you.
Wow. It took me a second, but I got there and I appreciated it.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Am I the a-hole for getting fired from my job and also getting my boss fired? Ooh. So somewhat similar scenario as the first story, except OP got caught. Presumably. So Fluffy Supermarket 6 says, this happened in the early 2010s, before the advancement of technology in video editing and content creation. I was hired as a content creator for a university that wanted to leverage YouTube to kickstart their branding campaign. The pay was low, roughly $2,200 USD, and in those days, there were not that many video content creators around, and the process usually took a long time from start to finish. I was hired, and on my second day, my manager presented my KPI of 85. What does that mean? Do you know what that means? KPI of 85?
No.
I don't know what that means.
It's like a camera?
I guess so. 3 to 10 minute videos in 52 weeks, which was impossible for a one-man team in those days. This meant I had to do the scripting, producing, casting talents, shooting videos, composing music. They were too cheap to pay for royalty-free music subscription.
Okay, KPI was key performance indicators.
Oh.
So he wanted 85 3 to 10 minute videos, 52 weeks. 85 videos.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot. All of which I had to use my own equipment and software because their cameras and computers were so old, they simply couldn't handle the strain of even doing things in 720p, much less 1080p.
Oof.
Ooh, old. I tried to let my manager know, but she just smiled encouragingly, telling me to give it a try, assuring me if the videos were good, the quantity wouldn't be what she was focusing on. Hearing this, I agreed to give it a try. My manager treated me well in the first month. However, one day when she found out I was a smoker, her attitude changed overnight. What? Oh, I was like, what?
He smokes.
He's a smoker. Get him out of my face. She started, a colleague had actually done a facepalm when I told her about it, and she let me know that that manager hated smokers and often advocated to get them fired.
Oh.
I don't think you can do that. She started nitpicking me on everything, from smelling like cigarette smoke after my breaks, coming in 5 to 10 minutes late despite doing more than 4 hours of overtime daily, not being contactable during break times, the list goes on. But I soldiered on because I just wanted to do the work and do it well. 5 months in, I was called into the director's office where I saw my manager putting on her best, displeased but gleeful face, and I felt my stomach drop. The director told me that she was disappointed because she had heard that I was falling behind on my work. It was already halfway through the year and I had only completed 30 out of my 85 videos. I tried to explain that I had been working my butt off on these videos. I literally worked 6 days out of the week, over 60 hours just to do what needed to be done, and that being a one-man army made things impossible. And also the fact that the videos I had put up grossed the highest videos ever on their YouTube page. I also recounted how my manager said that she was looking for quality videos over quantity. The director dismissed this and stated that the KPI was simply 85 videos in a year. And since it was almost half a year in, with my numbers at less than half, she felt it prudent to cut the cord early. I asked, how would they even meet the KPI if they were to fire me now? My manager had snorted, saying, "We'll find a professional production house to finish your work." The director had given her an odd look, but nodded in her support nonetheless, telling me, "You don't need to worry, manager will get the job done." That was when a light bulb went off in my head. Okay, so it seems like OP, based off of OP's manager, is getting fired.
Yep.
Because they weren't able to meet the required amount of videos, even though that's a crazy amount of videos.
Amount of videos, and he also like 30 out of 85 halfway through the year. That's still very impressive.
So good, yeah, absolutely good. Doesn't make but I think OP's got a trick up their sleeve.
Yeah. Do you have any idea what it is?
I think, well, based off of that last thing, I think they're going to somehow make it harder for the manager to find this professional company. Or conspiracy theory, they pose as that professional company and then just don't do any work. Yeah. I don't know. Well, let's get into it. Seeing as I was the only content professional in the office, one of my jobs was to keep a database of production houses to use in the event we needed to do a shoot that required more resources. And I was sure that they would be using the production houses in my database as my manager had no contacts in the production industry.
Ooh.
So I changed the numbers and messed up all the emails on all of the entries except one. The one I had a friend working as a junior director. Not an assistant director, but a director assigned to smaller video projects. I gave him a call and told him of my plan, and sure enough, within 2 days, they were called to come in to pitch. I told him that I had a plan that was a win-win for us. It would instantly help him and put him on the fast track to a director position by bringing in that much business to his production house, and it would also benefit me financially. I would teach him exactly how to pitch to win over the boss and the director, and in turn, his company would pay me a standard finder's fee of 15%. I love that they're in cahoots. He agreed instantly and immediately put me on the line with his general manager, who, upon realizing this was to be 6 months of work for a high six-digit payout, instantly agreed and drew up a contract.
Whoa.
Wow. Now, okay, so now I'm like, where is this going? Because OP has found someone to do the work who presumably is able to do the work.
Well, if they agreed on a high six-figure contract and they're getting 15% of it, he's getting paid so much more than what he was.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm just trying to see how this hurts. Maybe because it's expensive? Hurts the company.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
It doesn't hurt his friend's company or the college?
The original company that he just got fired from.
I think it was college.
College?
Working for.
Oh.
Or let's see.
I don't know.
I was hired at a university.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So the college just loses money.
Yeah, okay. Got you.
Yeah.
As it turns out, after I gave them a metaphorical step-by-step playbook, they were the perfect fit. Somehow understanding the needs and style of the university, as well as the sort of themes the university wanted to feature. The director and my former boss were amazed that my friend's production house was so familiar with their content that they signed them up on the spot. Now, even back then, using a production house back then was not cheap. Each video that they produced could cost double to triple my monthly salary, given that they had specialized people for each function. Producer, director of photography, gaffer, sound person, video editor, assistant director, production assistant, etc. But this meant they could complete a video every 2 to 3 days. So yes, they produce 50 videos in a span of 4 months for over 100 months of my salary.
Holy cow.
Wow. That is a massive. That's massive.
You got
drain
15
of
months of that. Wait, keep reading. Keep reading.
Okay.
Holy cow.
And I sat back and collected the healthy 15%, which was about 15 months of my salary for 4 months. 15 months of his salary for 4 months.
That is crazy.
Wow. OP really gamed the system. Love that. This allowed me to put money aside for a holiday and the rest to further my studies with a respected film school overseas. I thought my plan ended here, and I had gotten back at my former bosses, but to my surprise, I received a call from my colleague while I was holidaying in Bali one day. This was the same colleague who had facepalmed when I told her that my manager had found out that I was a smoker. She told me that my former manager had been fired and my director given a massive blasting by the chancellor of the university. The content creation project, which I was hired for, was only given a budget equating to about 1.5 years of my salary, and they had exceeded that budget by over 10 times. How did they not ask for a quote? I am like
they were trying to budget a kickstart, and they hired a production company that basically blew through that whole YouTube thing.
I just don't understand, because I feel like obviously OP got revenge, but I feel like this is fully on the company for not asking how much this would cost and not looking at their budget.
Yeah.
They're just bad at their job.
Yeah.
My former manager was so desperate to ensure that our content creation project could be completed that she had thrown caution to the wind, paying anything to get the job done so that she could show my director that she had completed the project and had approved the massive spend without getting consent from the director. So that is how I got my friend a super fast promotion to a full director in his production house and a year of pay after getting unfairly fired from my job.
Heck yeah.
Love that.
Wow.
Love that. OP really did great. OP got it. Yeah. OP figured that out. And we love that. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was great.
That was a great story. Yeah.
There's not much controversy in this one.
No.
Justified, yes.
Absolutely.
Necessary?
Honestly, yeah. OP needed that money. OP, I presumably didn't have to get a job. Just like found the company that he already worked with.
Yeah.
Got his manager who got him fired, and then went on vacation.
Nuts. I wish that he had a little bit of evidence against the they fired him because he was a smoker. Dude,
yeah.
He
could get a lawsuit, yeah.
Oh, that would have been crazy.
Yeah. No.
He would have been rolling in dough.
Rolling and just living in Bali. Living it up in Bali.
Have you ever done revenge?
Have I ever done revenge?
Or like had revenge?
I don't think so.
Never?
Yeah, I don't think I've ever done revenge.
Yeah, I kind of look at revenge. Sorry, I'm copying and pasting.
No, you're fine. Riley's copying and pasting.
I don't know, like, this is good revenge, lined up revenge. The satisfaction was a huge payoff.
Yeah.
I don't know, there's some people that I wanted revenge from, but I'm like, one, I could either focus on my life and just better myself.
Yeah.
And I think that's the best revenge. Like,
living
hey,
well.
This was a crappy situation, but I was able to learn from it, and I'm in a way better place.
I think revenge for me is just, it requires a lot of brain power that I don't have.
True. Wait, question.
I just can't think back that far.
Have you ever read the book Count of Monte Cristo?
Yes.
You have?
Yeah, the one where
No way.
Wait, maybe. Wait, is that the one where he gets trapped? No, I haven't. I was thinking of their Edgar Allan Poe one where he gets trapped in a wall.
No.
That's not that. I haven't read it. I'm sorry.
Oh, you haven't read The Count of Monte Cristo?
No.
Dude, The Count of Monte Cristo is legit the best revenge book ever. It is beautiful.
Yeah.
And that, to me, makes sense because these people ruined his life. I feel like that revenge isn't necessary, but like petty revenge, like, oh, this person said I wasn't going to be anything. Yeah. Because, like, for example, my ex's dad was like, hey, you're not going to mount up to much in life.
What the heck?
I know. I was 19 and I was like dating his daughter. And he was
That's
like,
so messed up. Who says that to a 19-year-old?
He didn't like say it directly, but it kind of like implied like you're not going to make it happen. You don't know what you're doing.
Kimberly, fine. I was thinking of the cask of Amontillado. You're right.
And I was like, dude, I need to like show him up, blah, 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 blah. But
you have just by living well.
Yeah, exactly. So the best revenge I can do.
Valley Lily says the Worm Queen's too lazy to take revenge. Yeah.
I let my squires do it.
Yeah.
I let you guys do it for me.
Yeah, you guys can take revenge from me. That's just so much brain. That's so much work. Like, I have to, one, keep thinking about it, and two, act on it. Whoa. I don't even remember half the things I do, you know? How would I remember to take out revenge? Henry Cavill's in The Count of Monte Cristo?
In the movie. The movie's not good at all.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, guys. I love the book. If you ever read the book and then watched the movie,
yeah,
that was so wrong.
Yeah,
you would enjoy that book.
I'll check it out. I've got a list of books that I have to read first, but then I'll add it on. But let's get into this next set of stories that's no longer about revenge. But the question of this set of stories is, do you have to be on the same page about everything when parenting together, when co-parenting, if you will? And that's what we're going to find out in these stories. Am I the a-hole for wanting to leave my partner because he wants to name our child after his mom? Does his mom's name suck?
Is it weird?
Is it a weird name? I feel like, yeah, you got naming a child is like the first. That's like the level 1. If you can't get past that,
yeah,
might be a little bit hard. Also, Josephine, I have read Fourth Wing. Let's continue into the story. Let's get into the story. So Little London 696 says, my partner lost his mother in March. Suddenly, she took her breathing tube out of her nose to blow it, and because she was half asleep, she forgot to put it back on, and she drifted away. Oh, to blow her nose. Damn. Wait.
Worst sneeze of her life.
Wait. Sorry. She took her breathing tube out to blow her nose, and then forgot and died.
What it looks like.
That sucks. Damn. I'm so shocked by this. When she was found, it was too late. It was peaceful and honestly is the way I would want to go, with nothing but peace and comfort. I found out I was pregnant 7 months prior. We had a name picked out. After her passing, however, he decided to take it upon himself to change our child's name to her name.
Oh.
You know when a person gives a name such a bad taste in your mouth? That's what she did to this name. She wasn't a horrible person per se, but she wasn't the best. She had moments where she was wonderful, but most of the time she was, and please don't take this the wrong way because I hate to talk so about the dead, but she was a monster-in-law.
Oh.
It's like, don't take this wrong, but she was the worst and I hated her. She wouldn't take care of herself. She would get taken to hospital, get attention from her children, get back into good health, get sent home, and when things returned to normal and the attention would suffice, she would do it all over again. She needed her children's sole attention always. She needed to feel important, wanted, needed. It made me feel bad and honestly broke my heart that she felt she needed to do this all the time to get any attention. Now she's gone, and as much as I loved her and miss her, and believe me, I do, I feel like you don't have to like her. I do not want that name associated with our child. And I don't want to think about her every time I talk to our child. I don't want the stigma I have towards that name forced onto our child. We have actually argued over it. I have tried to compromise by making it a middle name. I have tried to add a name to it so it's one whole name, but he won't budge. Yeah, no, I think it's a little bit rude for them to have agreed on a name and then for him to switch it up.
Yeah, you need both parents' consent on that one.
Yeah, you have to.
It's your kid's name.
Yeah.
Like for the question, I know. Well, maybe we can answer the question at the end, but this is something you need.
I think you need to be on the same page about this.
Yeah.
I think it can be. I mean, it might take a while. You might be like, let's go through a bunch of names, and like, I don't like this name. I don't like this name, but you just keep going at it until you find, you narrow it down.
If the middle name's not really important, I'd probably compromise for a middle name for that.
Yeah, I think middle name could be mom for sure. I have told him we have a name already. He won't budge.
Ooh, wait a second. This is a good comment.
Bethany says, I don't think you should name a child in grief. A child needs to be their own person, not a stand-in for the dead. Such a great point. Oh my God. That's like all of Harry Potter's kids. They're just stand-in for all the people he lost.
That died in his life.
That's a bummer. Susie Richelieu says, not compromising on a middle name is wild, LOL. I don't know why he can't just take it, like, use his mom's name as the middle name. This is, I also think that if one partner is super against a name, then that name's off the list.
Yeah.
If they're like, I don't know, you can maybe work from there. But if they're super against a name, it's over.
Dude, picking a name is so tough because you go to school with so many people.
Oh yeah,
and all those
there are
people
a lot of people
weird.
that I could not name my kids.
Can't name my kid Wyatt. Can't name my kid Seth. I can't name my kid.
Damn.
Steven.
Oh, these are like all my friends' names.
Jessica.
I don't know, Jessica.
Just like those kind of names.
Can't name a kid. I don't want to name people because I feel like it'll get out there and they'll be like,
Go for it. Half of those were fake, but.
Oh, okay, good. Oh no, I won't say any names. I shan't say them, but they're mostly people I went to middle school with.
Checks out.
Yeah, like I feel like those are
people are horrible.
Yeah. College, name. I feel like the names didn't really have super crazy effect on me, but like middle school,
they had an influence on you.
You start to hate names. Yeah, like these people, I will never name my child this.
Yeah.
I want this child. I'm at a point where I want to leave him because it's being forced onto me and I don't want it. I want our child to have a name that has nothing to do with anyone we know. Our son has his stepdad's name as his middle name. Our daughter has his grandma's name as a middle name. And our oldest has his stepdad's mother's name as a first name. I'm sorry. Why does he get to have all the names in there? Like, why are they all people related to him? What about OP? That's messed up. I want this child to have something simplistic and beautiful. I don't want to be reminded of someone who was so toxic to herself it ate away at others. Can someone give me some advice on what to do? Please, I am at a loss. I honestly don't want to do this with him anymore because of how he's acting. I cave with every other child, but this name I cannot and will not cave on. I love the name that was already chosen. That's the thing. They both agreed on this name. And now he's back, like he's doubling back.
And a name is so important.
It's so important. I just think it's so, like, honestly, I understand why she would want to, break up over this. Because, one, again, as I said, they agreed on a name. And now he's trying to force this name on her, which she has not agreed on.
Yeah.
It'd be different if he was like, hey, I would like to suggest a new name. And she's like, yeah, on board. But this is not it. Edit. I am not a doormat. I find it rather cruel a few of you have said that. I agreed on our other children's names before they were born. I need advice on how to handle this without breaking his heart and being respectful and tactful, but also showing him this isn't a good idea. Also, I did love his mother. She was a very damaged individual and it made it hard to love her, but I still did. Sounds like OP just has a really complicated relationship with her mother-in-law. Also, someone said, like the stream for the Worm Queen. We are at 434 likes out of 500, but there's 560,
come on,
570 plus 58. Someone do the math. That's more. That is for sure more than 435 and definitely more than 500. That's all I'm saying.
Can we do this?
Can we do this?
Make it happen.
Make it happen. We must spin the wheel. I respected her and cared for her deeply. I find it horrible that's even being questioned. Okay, probably being questioned because you're like, she's a monster-in-law. She did bad things, but that didn't make her a bad person, just a lonely, sad person who made mistakes. As for people saying, if a name is a reason to separate, then you are a problem. Oh. It's not that at all. I disagree with that. I think in this case, he's gotten to kind of step on her on all of these other names. And now he's not listening to her over a name.
He's blinded by grief, like a lot of you said.
Yeah. It's the fact that we had a name already chosen and he is now, in the midst of grief, changed it to a name that was never ever discussed. And I feel like I have zero say. It may be hormones prompting this. I want him to heal. I want to heal. Even his sister thinks it's a bad idea. I have him in grief counseling and she wants to help me with this. We will go together and apart. I will do all I can to stand by him during this process. I will not talk about the name any further with him until he has some time to come to terms with things. I will continue on with our plans to name her what was originally agreed upon. Thank you guys. And there are some comments and an update. But I think I want to poll. I want to poll.
All right, she's good at the poll.
I want to poll. I want to poll, and I want it to say, break up or nah. That's what I want my poll to say. Alondra Hernandez says, why do they have to be family names? I don't know. It's just, I don't understand why he's so, yeah. And On says he's being overly controlling. I agree.
Yeah.
He's gotten a say over all of the other names. Oh, why do they all have to be family names, says Alondra. it just doesn't make sense. And I feel like the issue is not the names, more so his attitude. And I don't like it. But before we get into these comments and while we wait for this poll to get underway, let's read some donations. Lenka Lachat, thank you for the 2163. Hi, beautiful people. I do not get to be in lives that much, but thank you so much for keeping me company on the road. Say hi to John and Sam for me. As a mom, if you were my kids, I would be so proud. Much love. That's so sweet. Stop. Thank you. And so far we have one vote for breakup. But it seems like there's here
they come.
Oh, wait, there's split. Tracy Eisen says therapy first. Yeah. You know what? I think therapy first could work because he's grieving. Yeah. And so I feel like they could talk it out. Yeah. Everyone's saying, a lot of people are saying counseling, which I think is correct. But let's get into these comments while you guys keep doing that. Admirable Avocado says, I think your husband needs grief counseling and both of you couples counseling. Very good point, which I think a lot of you are agreeing with. I think it's unreasonable to name your children after his relatives. Names are a 2-yes decision. It's kind of a red flag that he won't even compromise. Let your children be their own persons. If this is the hill you want to die on and get divorced, go ahead. I don't think it's unjustified. If he can't compromise on this, then that just makes you wonder in what other areas he's trying to overrule your opinion. You should sort this out before the baby is born, though. If you can't, don't let him fill out any paperwork. He'll 100% pick his mother's name. Good luck. Yeah. And a deleted commenter says, yeah, naming a baby after a recently deceased and apparently painful loss is a disaster waiting to happen. I die on this hill. Don't do it to your child, not the a-hole. And Accomplished Ways says, your husband needs help as of yesterday. Naming your kid after your recently deceased parent against your spouse's wish is not the way to cope with their death. Let him know that. If he feels the need to honor her, he can do it in so many other ways, but defying you is the worst way. Take him to therapy. And OP responds, I have him scheduled with a grief counselor that was given to me by the funeral home. She works with the funeral home to help families. We will be going together and separately. She's aware of the situation and she agrees it's not sound of mind behavior. And she's going to intervene in a healthy, non-attacking way to help him understand that this is not a good idea.
Wow.
And there is an update.
Okay. So everyone's saying nah. Yeah. Counseling.
Which I think is fair. I think this is not a huge enough issue to immediately divorce. But I think it is a pretty big red flag that needs to be addressed.
Yeah. Also, they have like 3 kids together. It would be so
That's so true. Yeah. I totally forgot about that. I forgot that this wasn't their first kid. Yeah. Yeah. I think therapy definitely because they have those kids.
Therapy. And letting the husband have some space to grieve. Yeah. Like, go through it.
And then talk, be like, hey, you've had some time. Let's re-look at this. Yeah. Angie Alice, thank you for the 1081. I have 3 names, 2 middle names in honor of my godparents. Anake from Annie and Hannah from Joanne. While my first name can't be pronounced by any English speaker, Silke pronounced Silke or Silke. I'm gonna go with Silke. I hope that was right. And then Alan Foster, thank you for the $5. Name after someone means their godparents traditionally. Oh, really? Like if their first name is, if you name them after like a first name thing?
Guess so.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, real quick, everyone put your first name, your last name, social, and your phone number.
Also, your your childhood pet.
Childhood pet's name. Yeah. What's the first elementary school you went to?
Yeah.
And your mother's maiden name.
Just fun facts. We're trying to boost engagement.
Yeah. Don't check your Amazon account for a few days after.
Don't. Yeah. Don't. I mean, you just I don't want you to make any purchases that Yeah. Yeah. Silke? Did I get it right? Oh wait, no, that's not Silke. I hope I got it right. Silke. That's how I think it would be pronounced. Okay. Let's get into this update. Let me find it. Hold on. Aha. Hello, guys. I know it's been a month, but I wanted to update you guys on the situation since I made my last post. Little backstory if you didn't know my situation. Partner decided to change our daughter's name without talking to me about it after his mother's recent passing, without even accepting a compromise, and I contemplated leaving him. Well, guys, a big flip to our story.
What?
This whole time it's been confirmed a girl until 2 weeks ago. We're having a little boy.
I thought it was a boy.
No, it was a girl. They were naming it after the mother.
Oh, that is a...
Whoa.
Probably going to try to find the boy name of her mom's name
Yeah, he's
now.
like the mom's name is, I don't know, Mary. Jessica, and he's like, let's call him Jessica.
Jessica?
And Aram A, TLDR, short TLDR before we really jump into this update. OP and her husband can't agree on the name of their child because OP wants to name the kid after his recently deceased mother, and OP's husband wants to name him after the recently deceased mother, and OP does not want that. And they were button heads about that, but they just found out that they're having a boy. And so it doesn't actually matter, which does not mean that the problem has gone away. Unfortunately, they still had that problem and they need to talk about that. Every ultrasound was wrong. We went to my final appointment and the high risk doctor confirmed we all have a little boy due in 2 weeks. It broke my heart to see him shut down in the office.
Dang, but like low-key, this solved the problem.
Yeah,
this
but it
solved
created a
the
new problem. Created a new problem. Also, Angie Alice says, thank you for the 216. Yes, you said it right. Silke. Uncle Daddy Jesse, thank you for the $10 tip. We named my son after two of my grandfathers, and my husband loved the idea, but this dude is a no. It's totally different if everyone's on board. Totally different. If you want to name it after my middle name, both Sam and I our middle names are named after. Actually, both of my names are named after grandparents. I got both. My first name is my great grandmother on my dad's side, and then my middle name is my great grandmother on my mom's side. So if everyone's on board, you're fine. He actually left my appointment. Wow. He became distant, so I sat down with him and we had a talk about our babies, after our babies were sleeping. I'm going to give our son his mother's surname as a middle name. It cheered him up, but I get it's not the same. Things have drastically calmed down since we got his mom's ashes back. I bought him a beautiful necklace urn for Father's Day, which is his mother's pictures and a beautiful quote on it. He can have a little piece of her with him forever. He doesn't know about it yet, but I know he's going to love it. His therapy is going well, as is mine and as is our daughter's. We are all healing very well. We're stronger than ever. Thank you all for the advice, good and bad. There is a little edit to finish the story. Edit. He was already in therapy before we found out our girl was a boy. He left the room during the appointment because he knew his mother would never get to know we were in fact having a boy, and he was sad about it. That is sad. He was already back to the original name after the grief therapist got a hold of him and was able to explain why it wasn't a good idea. He agreed it wouldn't be good for him to hear. He has been actively doing therapy. So have I, and so has our oldest. Everyone's saying he would have gone behind my back. I really don't think he would have. Maybe me being naive, but I was starting to see him again, and not the person I've been seeing since her passing. He communicates again. It seems like this was all kind of grief-induced. And the second that he actually spoke to like a professional, he realized this wasn't the best idea.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
This is a sad outcome I get for him, but this is a good outcome, I think, for their relationship.
For everyone else.
Yeah. He is still actively doing therapy, both grief and otherwise. So am I, and I will continue that also. He isn't the best, but he isn't bad. As for the naming situation, as everyone is after me about it, I have no family. Oh, okay. So this does make sense why all of the kids had names from his side, because apparently she doesn't have family. My mother left me when I was 10, and my dad, I don't know how to say that. Dad did some stuff to her. So I have 0 family. Naming my children after family would be a heartbreak I could never fathom because I am, in fact. Oh, this is sad. So for everyone who is beating on the fact that I didn't get to out my family's name here is the very sad reason why I don't have a child named after anyone in my family. Simply, they were either going to be named after a person who abandoned or abused me. Oh, Opie's relationship with the mother-in-law is so complicated. Because she keeps saying, like, she abused me, like, probably verbally is what she means. And she was a monster-in-law, but she's like, but I love her. And, like, we had a great relationship. I'm like, what? It's a very complicated relationship.
Probably hard to, like, grieve it. I don't know.
Yeah. Comments, Joe Jeans Cheeses That Please says, I don't know, it always rubs me the wrong way when this stuff happens. Like, if the situation hadn't turned out the way it did, what would he have done? Completely gone behind your back? He showed his true colors, but got out of going through with hurting you to get what he wanted. I don't know, just too convenient for me to trust my partner wouldn't behave that way again. Brown-eyed girl says, but they're stronger than ever now. /sarcasm. Damn. Anatrim says, we're stronger than ever. I don't like this phrase. And then OP responds, OP, why? Because we're working together with an issue? We're on the same page. I don't understand why this would be a problem. Anatrim says, because I don't believe it, even a little bit. Reddit. OP's like, we're going to therapy and we're working out this issue. And I think we come out of it stronger. And Reddit's like, no, you didn't. F you.
That is true. They hate seeing a happy ending.
They hate seeing someone succeed. A winner win. 9star00 says, you're not on the same page. Y'all aren't even in the same book.
What?
LOL. OP says, I never said we were, but we're working to get there.
What?
When someone tries to improve upon their relationship.
Whack.
It's crazy.
They're like going to therapy. They're figuring it out. They're listening to one another.
Yeah.
Coming to conclusions.
How dare you?
What the heck, Reddit? Chill out.
Chill, please. This is too much.
That's the end of that story.
That is the end of that story, but not the end of stories that revolve around getting on the same page.
Yep.
In terms of parenting.
Sophie and I are on the same page.
About parenting?
I don't know, maybe. I don't know.
What are we on the same page about? Oh, about moving on to the next story?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Sammy, thank you for the $5. When me and my husband were coming up to with a name for our daughter, I told him it can't be hard to say an easy name for me to it can't be hard. It has to be easy for me to spell and it had to flow together. It can't be hard to say and easy for me to spell. There we go. Sorry.
I have a new girl name I want to name my kid.
Yeah.
I don't know if I should say it.
Say it.
Augustina, and we call her Augie.
Augustina? That's an interesting name.
But
Augie's cute.
Augustina, and then it'll just be Augie.
What about August?
August and call her Augie?
Yeah.
Ooh.
That'd be cute too.
And then Charlotte and call her Charlie.
You just like the names where they're like shortened and they're like kind of, yeah. Yep. What's the word?
And name one turtle and call it Turd.
Yeah, for sure.
That'd be great.
CJ is doing their best. Thank you for the $10 tip. Also, oh wait, I have to read the first one first. I'm celebrating a brand new IT job after being laid off in January. Congratulations. Okay, Storytime kept me feeling connection and brought me joy in the 4 months of unemployment. I'm so sorry about that period, but I'm glad that we
were here for you, dude.
Yeah, I'm glad that we could provide that. And thank you for providing to us in return. We appreciate it. And also, again, thank you for the $10 tip. Also, I am a group fitness instructor in Arizona and would love to get y'all into a class if you ever find yourself in the Phoenix area. Yeah, I would love to get into a class to get these gains up.
Oh.
I really want one day to just come on stream and just start flexing, but I have like massive. Like,
whoa.
That's what I want. Yeah, that's what I would love.
I mean, they're pretty big.
This one's okay, but this one is less. You can't see it. This one's like, it's visibly less. Okay.
There you go.
That's it. Thank you.
I don't know where mine are.
Yeah, where are yours? You got them tucked away.
Sawmill muscle.
Sawmill muscle.
Dude, after working a summer in the sawmill, I did develop a bicep.
Well,
that was the craziest thing.
I wasn't working on my arms at all my senior year, but I was working at Starbucks and I was lifting heavy boxes and stuff all the time. And so I had a fairly big muscles at that point. Like for me, not like relatively big muscles. Deirdre says Sophia's gun show. Gabrielle DeMeo. OMG, I made it live. This is my second time. I just worked 9 hours on grooming dogs. Whoa. And now I'm heading to the gym. Woohoo. I'm on a roll and I have my favorite creators with me. Such a successful day. Oh God. Thank you. Sammy, thank you for the $5. I named my first daughter. My first daughter's name is Anais. I believe that's pronounced Anais, which is a beautiful name. Her first name came from the show The Amazing World of Gumball. That's
Anais, you love that show? What?
Well, no, Sam loves the show, and her daughter's name is Anais.
Her show, The Amazing World. Anais, I love that show. Oh my gosh.
It's a good show.
So
I haven't seen all of it, but I do like. I've seen a lot of clips, and they're very funny. They're very funny.
It's a good show.
It's a good show.
Watch it all the time.
Yeah.
That is. Wow.
W's in the shot. But let's get okay. Mimi says I'm trying to sleep for this live, so no loud noises, please. Riley! I was gonna be quiet. You know what? After I read that, I knew that Riley was gonna do that. I was like, maybe I shouldn't point this out. Sorry, Mimi. Okay, we're gonna be quiet from now on. Be quiet.
Dude, everyone's gonna flip out. I can already hear it.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man. That hurt my ears.
Just 20 seconds.
Yeah, 20-second delay. You're gonna be like, ah. My boy. Oh boy. This is what you do, Riley. You make babies jump. You scare babies.
I forgot children listen to this.
You forgot children were here. This is your fault.
Caitlin James, I'm so sorry.
Shadow Pumpkin, thank you for the $5. Love y'all, but I gotta go. Oh. Much love to everyone. What do you gotta go? Hey. But let's get into this next story. You should.
I have no regrets except for that child.
Except for that one baby. Am I the a-hole for not wanting my boyfriend's kids to come around their sibling once I have her? I feel like you need to have a talk about parenting with your boyfriend. Like about his kids. So Low C 2176 says, I, 27 female, have been dating my boyfriend, 37 male, for 3 years on and off. He has 2 boys, 12 and 9, from a past relationship, and I have a daughter, 7. I didn't meet his kids until we had been together for a year, but after that, the kids started being disrespectful to me and my daughter. They would constantly pick on my daughter and were really mean to each other. I would try to make dinners that they picked and had them help me, but it always ended in them telling their dad how annoying I am or hearing how badly their mother talks about me. Around August 2023, he stopped letting the boys around me or my daughter without a reason other than they're disrespectful to you. Okay. The solution is not don't allow the kids around them. The solution is to have a conversation with them and be like, this is unacceptable behavior. Yeah. And there will be consequences. This is not how you address this. He is an every other weekend dad, so he thinks he can't discipline them while they're over at his house. You absolutely can. Those are your children. My feelings were hurt because my daughter and I didn't even know what to do to cause those visits to stop. End of November, we were nonstop fighting, so we split for a short period, but getting back together early December. End of December, I found out I'm pregnant. I've only slept with him, so it is his baby. I tell him, and his first response was to buy plane tickets for him and his boys to go to Florida for the week.
Interesting.
Wait, what? I thought he was gonna say, buy tickets to go visit her. Buy tickets just to go on a vacation? Oh no, you scared Fox's kid. And we've seen Fox's kid. Unacceptable.
I regret my decision. Oh, I'm sorry, Bella Conklin. Oh no.
Once he got back, he said things would be better for us, but things got worse and worse. He started spending less and less time with me, and anytime I brought the issue up, he would tell me, "This is how I am. I just want to be in my house." After I found out the gender, he then told me he wanted to take a week-long solo vacation to the Dominican, even knowing I had weekly doctor's appointments due to concerns with the baby.
Bro sounds like he's trying to escape.
Yeah, you need to leave this man because he is not he can't parent he can't parent his previous children, and he doesn't seem like he wants to parent these new children.
Babe, before the new baby comes, I just need to go to a different
I just need to find myself
real quick.
Yeah, just pop in and out, you know?
It'll totally be fine.
I asked him when he would tell the boys about how they will soon have a baby sister, and he tells me I'm overstepping by asking him when they will be told. As of this post, I am 30 weeks pregnant, and the boys still do not know.
What?
Damn.
Wait.
7.5 months pregnant.
Is that math?
No, I did calculator.
Okay. That's 7.5.
7.5 months pregnant.
No, that's not 7.5.
30, what? 30 divided by 4.
30 weeks, but
30 divided by 4. That's 7.5.
Oh, I thought women were pregnant for 44 weeks.
I'm just saying, I was just doing months.
How many weeks are they pregnant for? 40 weeks?
I don't know, 9 months. So 9 times.
Did I do that?
4. Yeah, they're about 36 to 40 maybe.
That was 40.
It's probably around that number. It depends. But damn, yeah. I full-heartedly believe he doesn't want the boy's mother to know he is having a kid with me because he did cheat on me in the past with her.
Oh.
And I still think he has feelings for her. Leave this man. Leave this man. He won't fully commit to our relationship, and it feels like he's waiting for her to be single so he can try to make it work with her. I've never met her in person, but she sent me some nasty messages over time. Leave him. Leave him. But I don't know if it's just the hormones, but if he waits any longer to tell the boys, they may have resentment towards me and the baby, which will make everything so much harder. This sucks. I honestly feel that after I have the baby, I don't want the boys to be around her until they have processed it as much as they can and can learn to not be disrespectful and mean. I don't want to do it as a means of getting back at their father for not letting them visit us, but more of a I don't know how they will react stance. And there is one relevant comment to finish this off.
Okay.
S.W. Barnes says, how on earth did you think you could make a family with someone whose kids don't respect you, who clearly doesn't respect you himself? I hope you are ready to demand child support. I bet he's avoiding you so his boys don't tell you they have another sibling on the way. That's such a good point. Ooh, man. Man, oh man. That's the end of that story. OP needs to break up now. They are not on the same page in parenting, and this relationship is over. He keeps leaving. He keeps leaving her. That's yeah. That is the end of the story. Bethany says WTF, X is poisoning the kids against OP and he cheated on her with the ex. Leave. Yeah. Leave them.
Get out of there.
But you know what I don't want to leave before doing?
What?
Spinning that wheel.
Oh yeah, we're gonna spin that wheel.
Spin that wheel.
I get to leave.
Sorry.
We're the children. I feel so bad. Wheel.
Spin that wheel.
Spin that wheel.
Spin.
Oh.
Spin that wheel. Swap.
It is time.
It's time for
swap.
Riley to end this stream.
Yep. We're gonna end.
Get in here.
Yeah. Oh, that's what the box is. Have you been using that?
Yeah, for a feet
Whoa.
or feetsies.
What's up, guys? I was texting my aunt earlier about Valley Lily, and I finally told her that that you look at my aunt, and she was like, "Oh, she must be a character." And then I told her about the story Valley Lily told us the other day, which she thought was hilarious.
Oh,
shout out to that.
I really like this. We have a new little like wrist thing for.
Oh, for the mouse?
Yeah, I like
you like that? Yeah, the wood wasn't like really doing it.
Yeah, no.
It like was being weird.
I feel so ergonomic.
You are ergonomic. You have an ergonomic lifestyle.
So true.
Looking at my phone for what story to read for you guys. Reading Riley. Hi everyone. This is me in the light. It brought me to the light. Ooh, this probably might be the longest story I've ever read.
Whoa. Really?
This is about a subject I have no clue about. So bear with me. Also, I do have some bad news for everyone. Should I tell them or let them figure it out?
I don't know what the bad news is.
I'm gonna be leaving tomorrow. So I'll be gone for a week. But it'll just be a week. Sophia will produce.
I'll be here.
And yeah, so it'll be fine. It'll be fine. So
don't break the stream because I can't fix it.
But someone said southern accent, and my southern accent will be.
Oh, he's gonna come back, and it's gonna be full force.
It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be so tough. Yeah. Oh, Huntress XOX. That's what that means. Thanks for the great videos. I listen to them in the background while working. Ooh, same. Or I guess I do listen to them. Sometimes I'm doing stuff on the stream and I feel like I'm listening to a podcast while working. I'm like, oh, funny. We are doing a podcast. All right, cool.
You ready?
I'm so ready. Am I the a-hole for divorcing my husband for wanting to use an egg donor? This is interesting. All right. Blue Sugar 116 says, do you have any comments on that? Pro woman, or we have a professional woman here.
As a woman, I've been doing it for 22 years.
Okay.
I don't think we know enough yet because I think there's a lot of scenarios where it'd be fine to use an egg donor or want to, So I don't know. I don't know what the issue is yet.
That's a comment from someone that has eggs. So, Blue Sugar 116 says, background, I've known my husband since high school, and we met abroad where we studied and worked together and met for lunch years. And we met for lunch years later and then started. We've been together for 5 years, married for 2. We've decided to move back to our home, where we are both from, to our home country. Once I found out I was pregnant. Congrats. I am an international adoptee from South Asia. We're both citizens of Northern Europe. My husband is white with blonde hair, blue eyes, finance, trust fund, and I have South Asian features.
Immediately, I'm worried. Why is this relevant information? I'm worried. I'm worried.
Has something to do with.
I'm worried. Guys, I'm worried.
Okay,
let's keep going.
Hopefully not. Hopefully this person doesn't have anything to do with the race. Our child was born 2 years ago. The twist. So my husband told me on New Year's Eve that he doesn't feel a connection to our child at all. I asked him how and why, and he complained it was because of her appearance. You are married to the woman you love. You've had a child with the woman you love. You love yourself. You love her. And you have a kid that looks like both of you.
What did you think your kid was going to turn out looking like?
This bothers me. Wow. Dang. I think we already know. Do we have to keep reading? Like, he's the a-hole. Awesome. Great. We're done. Oh, man. But there's more. There's way more here.
Oh, my God. Just blatant. He's like, no, baby, you don't get it. I want a white kid. He's like blonde eyes. Blonde hair, blue eyes. It's a totally normal thing to ask.
Someone to give my trust fund to. I don't feel okay with giving my trust fund to
I want
kid.
my child.
That looks... Wow, okay. Let's keep going down this cursed story. That she has more dominant features from me, dark hair, dark eyes, darker hair, and I swear every single friend/family member from my side has said our child looks exactly like my husband. Interesting. I want a picture of everyone. She even has very light brown hair, not that it matters to me, not just brown eyes. He told me that he wants a family member that looks like him with blonde hair and blue eyes. to get the trust fund
Then
in 652.
Maybe you should have married a white person, you racist.
I asked him if he was open to adoption because she is also adopted. He said that he wants to see his own features in the child. We went back and forth until he told me he wants to use an egg donor to conceive blonde hair, blue eyes in his genes. Oh my gosh. My first reaction was, what the F? I told him that's really insulting, and how the heck can he say that about his own child? And why didn't he think about this earlier before he married and had kids with me?
Okay.
It just didn't come up then.
He's like, that didn't really occur to me.
It didn't really get to me.
I was like, I knew I was racist, but I didn't think it would. I didn't think it would be a problem.
I just got racist today after 2, and he's had this kid for 2 years.
2 years.
Oh my gosh! I just bluntly told him we've all seen the eye charts in the biology class in school. Usually brown eyes dominate. Why did he spew all of this out now, 1.5 years after the birth of our child? Here we go. We've been going back and forth in arguments, and he always brings this topic in an argument and gives me an ultimatum of divorcing or accepting him to proceed with the white egg donor / surrogate. Oh my gosh. I have tried hashing this out in therapy with an open mind because I have genuine questions. How do you think our current child would feel about the truth? What do you think the new egg donor child would feel about the truth? What do you think others will say about this? So she's still being open-minded. That's crazy in the situation.
Yeah. Opie's so calm.
Have you heard the word racism? Because you should look at that definition. And that's crazy that she still wants to work this out. She still wants to have a family. Yeah. But these are great other questions, great other, things that dude has to consider.
It's crazy that she is actually like trying to help him work this out. She's like, let's talk this through when he's so blatantly racist.
Yes, thank you, Fox. I'm doing my best. My internal thoughts just said to yell, but I didn't. I'm not going to yell, but thank you. I'm glad that I can help your kid out now. But yeah, that, and I get, like, you love this person, you had a kid with this person, you are in love, and it's so hard to realize this. And I think she hasn't accepted the horrible reality of her husband. Yeah. Ooh, okay. To continue, I have discovered that many of these options have been formed from comments from friends / family members that have received our child as an immigrant. My question is, what's wrong with that? Why does it even matter? Because in North Europe, he said they live in.
That's actually.
I think I said North Europe earlier.
We're both citizens of Northern Europe. Yes.
Both citizens of Northern Europe.
Yeah. And OP is a South Asian.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah. So. Yikes.
He said he would like the egg donor child to have personality trait similar to him, i.e., analytical, quiet, nature lover. Personally, don't think you can dictate / impact other humans' personalities. Moreover, it's not a great reason to have children. Okay.
Personality is not race dependent.
Yeah.
That guy.
Yeah.
Wow. He's just bringing all of the racist ideologies in.
Oh man.
Oh man.
I've told his parents, and they've tried to talk to him. Is very adamant that this child will be the answer to his negative feelings about his family.
Emma versus tell me you're a racist without telling me you're a racist. But he's also just telling. He's just telling them that he is a racist.
Oh my gosh.
He is telling him.
All right. She has her opinion, then we have an update.
Okay.
My opinion. It's very insulting. Okay, great.
More than insulting.
If he's got microaggression,
those are macroaggressions.
Microaggressions he wants to discuss. Why hasn't he come to me? I'd hope that the person who accepts me as myself in my adoptive country would be my husband. But frankly, it does not feel like the case here. I feel like the conflict of being foreign is being passed on to my child now. And sadly, by the other person who should love and accept her the most, the other parent. I personally have tried to be open to the thought, but the principle of the reasons why he wants to go ahead with this is incredibly shallow, superficial, and racist. I'm at the point of considering filing for divorce. It's going nowhere. Curious to hear others' perspectives. TIA. So she's just looking for others' perspective, seeing if there's any way to fix this situation.
Yeah. No.
Oh man.
There's not. Leave him.
A miracle would have to happen.
Like a personality changing miracle.
Wait.
He gets bonked on the head and forgets all of his previous memories.
Who's like the Martin Luther King Jr. of the South Asian culture?
I don't know.
One, he would have to figure out who that is, and two, he'd have to bring him alive if they're dead. That's what he would have to do in order to fix his whole attitude.
And then have a kid with him.
And have a kid with him. Yes, that's what he would have to do to overcome all of this wrongdoing. Gandhi, but Gandhi's from India.
It's South India, Asian, right? Yeah.
Does that count? Gandhi count?
Because South Asian, which is usually like India.
All right, do that with Gandhi.
I forgot. I like registered Asia, but not South Asia.
Oh my gosh! Wow. Yeah, I am kind of scared of these Reddit comments. Real quick, here we go. Let's get into them. Cold Star 2808 says your first reaction was the correct one. WTF? I'm so sorry that your husband did not show his true colors until after you had a child with him. See a lawyer, get advice before you make your next move. Yelly's, mine was holy F. I'd be packing my shite so fast. OP says, yeah, I left with my baby when he wanted to discuss, when the discussion wasn't going anywhere without him getting angry and defensive. Oof. Serene Adler 33 says, please don't bring another child into this mess with this selfish, ridiculous man. He's at best wildly narcissistic and sounds like he would prefer to clone himself to an actual child. Your poor daughter. I hate this for both of you, but especially for her. Law Procedures 2728 says, don't forget racist. Slightly stable adult says, the husband sounds like the kind of guy who is blatantly racist, but says, I'm not racist because I have an Asian wife. So it's basically a balance. You can be racist, but if you have like another person of a different color than you, then you're not racist. So he's a neutral.
Yeah.
Yeah. So being neutral is also pretty bad.
Wait, what did you?
He's basically saying, I'm racist, but since I have an Asian wife, it balances.
Oh, yeah, no. But it also, sounds like he might just have a fetish for Asian women. If
Oof.
Yeah.
Well,
you don't know that. That's just, I'm just, like, why did he marry this
Chat says
South Asian woman?
He's South Asian, Riley.
Oh, yeah, no, that's what I said. South Asian is like Indian.
So Gandhi counts. So chat says Gandhi counts. Okay.
Yeah.
Do that with Gandhi. Boring Passenger says, your child is going to be the last thing on his mind once he gets a new child with blonde hair. Don't do this to yourself and your kid. Oh, yeah. Then you'll have favoritism. Lady Morgan 01, it doesn't even sound like he wants a child. He just wants to clone himself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably get in that profession, my dude. Do that. Real quick, $10 tip from More Duck. Sounds like he may have a kink to non-blue eyes, blonde hair ladies, so that's why he may not like his kid. It may be a reach, but the fact that he doesn't like his own child leads to me to believe this. Wow. Oh my gosh, this is not going well. Hopefully she leaves and is done with this.
I hope so.
Yeah, I am praying. Wow. Okay. Update 6 days later. Update. So I've started to talk to a legal advisor, and I have a conference call with her today. Weirdly, she has suddenly switched from
the husband.
Oh, weirdly, he has suddenly switched from wanting to work things out, aka find a solution, convincing a new family member that makes both of us comfortable. I'm suspicious it's his father who talked to him, but this should be genuine coming from him, not his parents whispering in his ear. I think he's realizing that he is losing now. He was in the wrong. Okay, so he's realizing that.
So he's like, we have to have a new solution to like having a baby that works for both of us. What is a solution that would work for both of you? OP just wants to have a kid with him, and he wants to have a white child.
Oof. Yikes. This is tough. I am just over this. I got kicked out of my own house, had to call the police to be let in by him. This was after he threatened to burn things in our property. I couldn't leave burn things. Okay. I couldn't leave my baby alone there with him, and I didn't trust him. He also pushed me out of our kids' room and tried locking himself inside with her. I had to call the police again this morning, and social service people came to check in on us. The other cause of friction that we had is the newly bought house we moved into on January. It needed a lot of mandatory repairs, which I have paid for and done. I've done everything from cooking, cleaning, laundry, taking care of the baby, organizing repairs, driving around everyone because I'm the only one with a car and driving license. I have told him I'm exhausted and he doesn't care. So not only is he racist, he's also lazy. POS. Wow. He had the audacity to call me. He had the audacity to say to me, the house is run better without me here. Rude. Ironically, yesterday he messaged me inquiring what some of the maintenance guys said about the water boiler in the house because he was suspicious it was broken. Up until now, I have literally dealt with all of these things because he has not cared at all. I need a man who can take charge of some house duties, not a man baby who just takes me for granted. Since I've left the house, I can also see that floors have not been mopped for a month and our kid crawls. Oof.
So like the floors are not clean enough for a baby rolling around on.
One last comment. Savage Potato says, hello, I hope you all and your baby are doing well. As a biracial person of African descent who tends to date white men, your story intrigues me. Do you plan on sharing a follow-up? I'm hoping that this situation had positive outcomes for you. OP says, thanks for your message. Still under negotiations. I think he's starting to slowly realize that he is losing and wants to work things out.
Don't work it out.
But I think the damage is done here, and I need to get out of this marriage with my baby. Nice.
Please.
Almost sounds like an airport bro. Sophia did a video on that.
Not an airport bro.
Same thing. Airport bro. He's at the airport bro.
Close enough. I did do a video on this, yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Did we post it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Maybe.
I don't know if that was.
I think. Oh. No, we posted it.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was crazy. I'm glad that she's getting out of that, and I wish there's like a racial check you can do before you marry someone.
Are like you a racist check.
Are you a racist?
Or like sign here if you're a racist.
Like, what do you want your kids to look like? And then they just list features of themselves.
It's really vague. It's like not, are you a racist? It's like, what are the features that you want to see in your child?
Blonde hair, blue eyes. What if they have a little bit of darker hair? Nope. Yeah. Racist. Wow.
Do you have any similar opinions to leading figures from the 1940s?
Could also ask that.
Check here.
Wow. Yeah, but that was crazy. Thank you everyone for joining.
Woo!
That was fun. That was a good time. I'll see you guys in a week or so.
Well,
and
are you not gonna be here for later?
No.
Okay.
I'm not. You're gonna do it.
Oh.
You got it. Easy.
Okay, well I'll be here later.
She'll be here
today.
Later. Yep. Oh, Cassie F. That hurts the German. That what a joke. Okay, we're gonna end on that one. If you love us, make sure to subscribe.
We love you.
And see you tomorrow.